Dear National President, local presidents, members and senators, my name is Manuela Weber, your assigned Executive Vice President this year. And believe it or not, it's already April. The first 3 months of the year 2024 have already passed. So let's have a look what we, the team of JCI Europe, and the members of the committees and you also as national president, as well as the global team, what we all together have achieved so far for the first 3 months. You know, the goals that we set to achieve this year, they are based on the strategic plan that is created for 5 years and has 4 strategic pillars. Like you can see, brand awareness and visibility, leadership development, open, efficient and sustainable structure, and data-driven innovation. Every year, the world president, this year our president Kevin, creates a global plan of action. And additionally, we also have our European plan of action that is connected to the global one and has some little things on top what we want to achieve also specifically for Europe. So let's have a first look what we have done so far in this year to get some impressions by pictures before we really go into the details of all the 33 initiatives from this year plan of action. Yeah, the year that has started with the January board meeting, our kickoff year in St. Louis, the founding place for JCI. And here we had a meeting with the whole global board and also with almost all of the members from our headquarters. So that's what you see on that picture. And there has been in JBM all the area teams and most importantly for Europe, of course, our European team. And as you can see on the pictures, we had been very active, but we also had a lot of fun. And one picture and one part of the program at the JBM is, of course, to visit the grave of our founder from Henry Giesenbier. Yeah, the next big event is the European Presidents Meeting. So that's when we kick off the European year all together. And here you can see some impressions from Prague, where we had worked hard together, where we had some trainings, where we also had some fun. You see as the team has prepared everything, and also had our first assembly where we decided about some things, and of course like also the plan of action for Europe for this year. And from my side, for me, it was the next trip to go to the site inspection for the European conference in Oulu in Finland, to see the locations, to meet the members and also some partners, and get everything ready for the European conference. And in between, we have meetings, our team meetings, the meetings with our countries, with the national presidents, especially for the vice presidents, the case, also with the European conference team, with headquarters, etc. So you get some impressions also from what we do when we're not traveling for JCI. So now let's have a look for the global plan and also the European plan. What is the current status from our initiatives, and also how you can contribute and benefit from what we're working on. The first is the strategic pillar, brand awareness, that we are talking about. And we have 2 initiatives here on that first slide. It's about the Universal Declaration of Human Leaders that we had worked on and created under the leadership of President Arrhenius in 2022. And this year, we like to raise more attention for the declaration. And so the idea is to create an international day for human leaders. And that should happen on July the 10th. And when you want to support that, then please sign the petition that we get the international recognition for this International Day. And also you're more than welcome to organize a project on that day to celebrate JCI. The next 2 initiatives are the 10 Outstanding Young Persons program and the Creative Young Entrepreneur. And for both of them, we have our national organizations running them in their national level for TOIP and also for the CYE. And we have them on the global level. So for the TOIP, if you have a great member or someone around you that you think that is a great role model fitting to one of the 10 categories, then please submit until July 3. And for the creative young entrepreneur, as we really want to foster the international business and find the best business ideas and work on unicorns, we really like you to submit your business ideas for the European Conference competition that happens in June. So the deadline for this is May 29. And there will also be another information for the CYE on the national level, how you can implement that on April 4. So yeah, these are kind of key programs that we do in JCI. I'd like you to contribute and benefit from it. And yeah, doing good and tell the world about it. So we need a professional marketing team. And therefore, one of the initiatives is appointing media managers. From Europe, we have 25 at the moment. And these are representing the national organizations and working intensively with our marketing manager, our volunteer in the Team Europe, who has also, again, at the moment, 3 members of the team working with her for spreading the word and for creating the content that we share on our channels, our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And we also work this year the first time together with a marketing agency called Concept Stadium to further improve and develop our marketing and brand perception and the way how we are perceived on JCI. And then you see we have some more brand awareness initiatives like the Global Team Talks, the Make a Difference video, the leadership interviews, and the Global Talent Search Examination, which are videos that we are working on a global level and share on our global channels. And also like you, of course, to share and look at them. So from the specific part for Europe, our goals from our plan of action, that is, as you can see, also going forward, we have a lot of increase in our numbers. Some of the goals we have already overachieved, like, for example, the numbers of participants at the European Conference, which makes us really proud and happy to see that we already have 1,300 registrations for the European Conference. But we, of course, have also still some goals that we have to work on to further achieve until the end of the year. Yeah, and now it's time to look for the next strategic pillar for the leadership development. This is one of the key elements for JCI. We call ourselves a leadership organization. So one thing is the educational part. So train the trainer. We want to improve our trainer education. And therefore, the trainer forum has been now developed, which will be run the first time on all the area conferences and then also at the World Congress. So to get a certification and certain level of training and education for the trainers. We also have a training for the parliamentary procedure. So when you are running your meetings, that you feel very comfortable in how to manage them in an efficient way. And as you can see in Europe, we do them a lot. We do them for the national presidents. We had it already before our kickoff year. And we have it also done in March for everyone. And it will also continue and have some more at the European Conference, another online one, and also for the deputies. So that is an important thing for everyone who wants to or has to lead meetings. By the way, also the JCI official trainings get an update, so also that will be available for everyone soon. Yeah, and I think what makes a lot of fun, at least for me, is the public speaking and the debating competition. So it's great to see that we have a European Debating Academy that is run by JCI Scotland. It was beginning of the year in January, We have just had the public speaking session to learn more about public speaking online for everyone. And of course, there will be the big competition at the European Conference in debating and public speaking. That is also a big fun usually for the audience. So I just can only recommend to attend at least the finals and enjoy the moment and the discussions on stage. Yeah, and maybe you remember the Global Leadership Masterclasses from the last years, the online self-trainings that we have created. And we do some online sessions in April so that you get some more possibility to not only do it as your self-training, but also to join others to do it together. And we will have some glimpses, some short parts of it at the European Conference. And of course, it continues to be available online for your self-study. And then we have some more initiatives in the area of leadership development. We have a mentor-mentee program that you can apply for. That is with the background for business. So within JCI to have some business connection. We also have the JCI in Business program. So we really want to use the potential that we have from all the members on the various levels, being business owners, being in business management positions, being interested in international business, so that we can connect it and use our potential amongst the members. So also this will happen for example, at the European Conference, we have planned a lot of business networkings there, and of course on the national level as well. And if you want to learn more about how the president does his work when he visits the countries, then there is this Shadow the President opportunity that you can also apply for and shadow the president on whatever kind of visit he does, for example, at the European Conference, but also on national country visits. And for giving you the recognition as a star member or a star local president, there are the possibilities to also showcase how you do the work, how you understand JCI, how you run meetings, etc. So just let us know. You see also the possibilities to upload that information and then get this stamp of and recognition by the president for a star member, star local president. And regarding recognitions, we want you to have the best award entries. We want you to win and get a lot of recognition for your projects that you do. So at end of April, we will have an awards orientation seminar that you can attend to learn more how to prepare the award submissions to get the best recognition and to win the awards at the European Conference and also at the World Congress. Yeah. And then let's go for one thing for the future. So we are already in a certain age, but let's also look for the ones that are not yet 18. So we also have two initiatives with the Junior JCI Club and Empowering Youth. So I'm happy to know that already 2 national organizations have submitted their interest to run the Junior JCI Club pilot that has been developed. The toolkit has been just announced and shared. So I'm curious how this also develops further in Europe. And from a European perspective, our goals, we want to have, of course, a very successful know-how transfer, but the registrations have just started in April, and we work on the Regional Growth and Development Academy. So you also see we have still some room to improve, but the year is not yet over. So it's also developing on that way. And be curious about all the know-how transfer trainings that were planned online. There are a lot of coming up in April to join and learn more. So just as a glimpse for the European know-how transfer, it happens in October from the 30th to the 16th. And it's a great program to learn and get some more insights into the political work with the members of the European Parliament. So it's a great opportunity to join, and especially also this year as an election year, I think that will be a very specific experience also with the hearings and the Parliament setting up everything. So highly recommended to join this very, very special or exclusive program that JCI Europe can offer. Good. If you remember, then we have 2 more strategic pillars left. So let's go for the structure. So just some updates for you also on that. If you're looking for some merchandise like the scarves, like some backpacks and some other stuff, then there is merchandising available on a shop, so you can have a look if you like it, and then of course buy some merchandise stuff for JCI. And we like to have a lot of senatorships, so to raise the awareness for those members that that are eligible for the senatorship, so that we also give them the recognition for the senatorship when then they deserve it. So that's this, and we are always curious about your feedback, what you think we from the board or from the membership services should improve. So we are really curious and encourage you to participate at the membership feedback survey. Yeah, and regarding JCI Rise, which is another highlight program or initiative that we do since 2020, since the corona situation happened, and when we saw that it makes sense to specifically support our economies, the small companies, when it makes sense to work on mental health because of the changed conditions, and to work on our workforce motivation, our education, then this initiative was born, and we do a lot of projects on the local and national level, and we really like to showcase what you do. So there will be a showcase at the European Conference, and it would be great to achieve, to learn from your projects and to receive your submissions for that as well, and to be able to share it also on social media. And it's also great to see that some of the national organizations, some of you organize even RISE academies on national level to further develop the attention and also the project development for the RISE initiative. Regarding the European goals, we work on our administration, our structure, so there will be more coming up than for the European Conference, so be curious about our report for Q2. And so we are in our last of the 4 strategic pillars. We talk about the data-driven innovation. So this seems to be boring stuff, analytics, data, but actually that is also, there are some very, very interesting initiatives. Handover protocol and sharing best practices, always good. So further working on to make that kind of a process that makes your life easier. But one thing is that we try to rework on is the alumni club. So also happy to have 2 national organizations in Europe interested in running the pilots for the JCI Alumni Club. And we also have an efficiency program that helps you and the national organizations, but you can also use it for the local structures. How to best administer your organization. So that's the idea with the 100% efficiency program. And again, looking in the future, we have the big vision 2040 in that year to have 500,000 members. At the moment, globally, we have 160,000. So you see a big growth. That is the plan for that. And also for Europe. So it's really amazing to look in the future and think about how this can be. How can Europe look like in 2040? And exactly this as a workshop with a Lego serious play we did at the EPM, at the European Presidents Meeting already. And the next workshops in that direction will also come at the European Conference to further work on this idea. How can we achieve a big number, and how can we really be very relevant as JCI for us, for the future, for the community, for our businesses. And for the European perspective, it's also still giving more information for the Q1. We work on the analysis, what kind of data we need to be good in the strategic decisions, and of course awards that's still to supply, so you have still some time. So we will see if we have achieved our plans in May. So that's so far from the plan of action, from the global plan of action, the European plan of action. And I like to finish with some great EDC programs. So just also to remember what our European Development Council is providing as extra to the European level, to you as the members. And one highlight is definitely the JCI Europe live sessions. So every month we will provide you some information about specific topics and events that we have. And yeah, it can also be that one of your projects and events will be highlighted once at the JCI Europe live session as well. And with this, thank you so much for taking care, for the organization, for listening and following. And I'm really looking forward to the next 9 months that we still have to go. And see you again soon and next time.